What's up, Trojan family? We're just 2 weeks away from the early signing period, and USC is absolutely crushing it on the recruiting trail right now. The flips, the commitments, the wins. This class is shaping up to be special, and I'm here to break it all down for you. If you're as fired up as I am, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's light the torch and let's get into it. Let's kick it off with a huge flip that has everyone talking. Alex Payne, a 4-star offensive tackle from Gainesville, Georgia. Payne had been locked in with North Carolina and Mac Jones for almost a year, but everything changed when he visited USC last weekend. He loved the atmosphere, the coaching staff, and what USC offers on and off the field. Payne even admitted he didn't think USC was an option at first because of the distance, but after Lincoln Riley, Josh Henson, and GM Dave Emmerich stayed on him through constant FaceTime calls, he and his family decided to make the trip to LA. During his visit, he studied Elijah Page during the game and was blown away by the atmosphere at the Coliseum. He also highlighted the values of USC's degree and the opportunities in Los Angeles outside of football. Payne is set to sign on December 4th as an early enrollee and will be on campus in January. This is a monster win for USC's O-line. Next up, let's talk about Cash Jacobsen, a defensive lineman out of Jenks, Oklahoma. He might not have the highest ranking, but trust me, this dude is a baller. At 6'4.5" and 293 pounds, Jacobsen brings size, toughness, and work ethic to the D-line that needs depth and playmakers. Jacobsen visited USC last weekend with elite recruits like Jakeem Stewart, Jaden Parlott, and James Johnson. After the visit, USC locked him down, and Jacobsen announced his commitment on X, saying, "Dedication and hard work make dreams come true. I'm 100% committed to the University of Southern California." USC beat out Oklahoma for this one, again. Just like with Floyd Boucard, the Trojans are out-recruiting the Sooners. Jacobsen isn't just a project. He's a guy who fits the culture Riley and Sean Newer are building on the defensive side of the ball. He's the type of player who could end up being one of the steals of this class. Now let's clear the air on Juju Lewis. He decommitted from USC and flipped to Colorado, possibly taking Carday Smith with him. Some people might see this as a blow, but honestly, it's not that deep. USC was ready to move on from Lewis. He wasn't fully locked in. He was still taking visits to other schools and keeping his options open, which didn't sit well with Lincoln Riley. Enter Husan Longstreet, a quarterback in our backyard and who is meant to be a Trojan. This guy is all in on USC and is already recruiting other players to join him. Longstreet's skill set is a better fit for Lincoln Riley's offense, and he brings the leadership you need in a class headliner. Juju is a great player, but Longstreet fits what USC is building. This isn't a loss, it's an upgrade. Speaking of building, let's talk about what USC needs to do next. Hopefully, Lincoln Riley starts prioritizing keeping California talent home. We've got Mater Dei and St. John Bosco, the two best high school programs in the country, right in our backyard. Add in other top programs in California, and the talent pipeline here is insane. These kids grew up dreaming of wearing cardinal and gold and playing in the Coliseum. Riley has to make sure they're staying home instead of heading to Oregon, Alabama, or elsewhere. This means more focus on building relationships with these high schools and showing these recruits why USC is the place to be. And let's be real, NIL is a game changer. USC needs to step it up in the NIL department if we're going to keep pace with schools like Oregon, Texas A&M, and now even Michigan. NIL is another piece of the puzzle, and it's something I might dive into in a future video, but for now, the focus needs to be on locking down Cali talents and making sure the best players in our backyard are suiting up in cardinal and gold. Trojan fans, this is how you build a championship program. Flipping players like Alex Payne strengthens the offensive line, and landing players like Cash Jacobsen adds depth and explosiveness to the defensive line. And moving on to Husan Longstreet shows USC is focused on fit and leadership, adding the potential of keeping Cali talent home, and this program is positioning itself to dominate in the Big Ten. What do you think, Trojan fans? Are you hyped about Payne and Jacobsen? Do you think Longstreet is the future of USC? And how do you feel about locking down California talent and stepping up in NIL? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Every like, subscribe, and share helps us grow the Trojan family and keeps this conversation going. Let's keep the torch burning bright, and as always, fight on.